Nice to meet you, sir. Please pass it. What I think must be you. You're welcome. Some people tend to get up by you. In this day and time where we have difficulty in knowing what kind of properties are reliable properties, we want to maybe buy from those that are verified. And it's impressive that Federal Councils is partnering with all lawyers. So when you are getting property from Federal Councils, which is Bosman Gardens, you are doing something very right and legally backed. So right now we're going to do some music for about 3 minutes when Mr. Wally will come over to do his presentation on Bosman Gardens. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Federal Castles was born out of our own little way of wanting to contribute to the Nigerian economy through building and construction of affordable and luxurious homes for people all around here. Because we've noticed that lately there has been deficiency in housing, especially around Lagos and other parts of the country where many people now have to resort to staying outside, especially in Lagos. If we look around Lagos, like 10 to 20% of people live outside. I mean, for people like us that usually move around at night, we see that most people live and sleep on the roadside. So on our own side, we believe if there could be affordable homes for people, maybe this 20% will become 5%, later become 2%. So we are contributing to the economy in a way that we hope that we can help reduce the housing deficiency that is affecting the nation at the moment. Also, well, I think I'm going deep into what I'm supposed to say later, but I wish to just welcome every one of us. And our daddy, we really appreciate you for coming. You said you'd make it, and eventually you did, despite your very tight schedule. I know I'm still, I actually kept you waiting because it's here since like past 2.
Wow.
Before 2. So just watch out for me. Watch out for me too. So I really appreciate you all for coming, and I hope we'll have an eventful time. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
A prospective investor, know that this is a good business for you to put your money into, because if I give Barrister Wale my money and I will only come to collect it, you know, it's only in the movie that I'm spying Mr. Bugo. I don't know if you could fight in real life, so I don't know. But then I've gotten his number just in case. So, but yeah, so if you have questions, let us know. Let me know. You can tell any of the shares we are in. So, yeah, they will pass it. You're waiting on it.
I think it was one thing to tell us.
Why? What's one that is?
Very well. Okay, as we all know, I think the real estate business currently is a booming business in Nigeria. Very, in fact, I would say currently it's actually the most interesting business currently, where we have quite a large number of persons who are in other businesses venturing into real estate. So I can say the business is polarized in a way that those who know about it and those who don't even know about it are going into it. Majority of people going into real estate are going for it for the gains they will get from it, while some other people are doing it for the purpose of improving the livelihood, the economy, the society. We want to provide some sort of convenience, accompanied with innovations. So bringing it to what 41 Gardens has to offer, right?
What does it mean 41 houses inside the garden?
Okay, I was expecting the question about how we came about 41 Gardens, right? Okay. The inspiration for 41 Gardens was derived from the first law of the 48 laws of power. I wouldn't know if you're familiar with Robert Greene's 48 laws of power, right? The first law of that 48 laws of power talks about how you bring about innovation, departing from the old life and creating a new path. So, well, I wouldn't know if any of us can access that one. So, 41 Gardens is departing from the old ways of doing things and creating a new path in the real estate business. I would just urge us to look forward to what 41 Gardens has to offer, because we have one of the best things you can ever talk about.
Like what?
The best things in terms of, okay.
Are you talking about like the team?
Yeah, the team
Oh,
that
okay.
makes up Clever Castles, developer of.
So that means you're
41
saying
Gardens.
that you have the interest of your client at heart.
Absolutely.
So apart from the building, one of the features of 41 Gardens, the lights, I don't know. Do you build properties for your clients, or it is where you want? You just sell the land?
Okay, like I was trying to say, 41 Gardens is proposed to house buildings that we will construct for people. As well, we're selling off-plan. Off-plan will allow people who buy their lands to build what they want. So the off-plan we're selling is also under our supervision, because we won't be allowing people to build any kind of structure. I mean, we've been averse with a lot of issues where people build structures lately and they collapse and all of that. So it will be under close monitoring by our team, who would ensure that anybody who is building complies with all the regulations.
Will the properties look a certain way? Or
We have prototypes. We have prototypes for the kind of buildings. Each kind of building, whether a duplex, whether a bungalow, all kinds of property can be has its prototype. So we have 3 prototypes for each kind of building,
okay.
from which you can choose from. So if you want to build a bungalow, then we have like 3 different types of prototypes from which you can choose from. Definitely, there are very beautiful prototypes from which you will be able to choose one that will suit your purpose. It was okay. The choice of actually the location for 41 Gardens was born out of the fact that we had initially acquired some space somewhere in Ibekuleke. Okay, so the issue we had was more of the cost of trying to put up structures in that access, because we all know that place is waterlogged. We wanted to fence about 3 acres of land, and I mean, without some feeling, because we all know that place is waterlogged. So to fence the plot, 3 acres of land in Ibekuleke was going to cost about 25 to 30 million just to fence without some feeling and every other thing. We now realize that we have close proximity to Lagos. Mowe to Ikeja is just barely 25 minutes drive currently. From our estate to Ikeja to the airport is just barely 28 minutes. We're like, this particular place is where people can actually live, and people are living already. I mean, the whole place is already occupied with different estates. That was the motivation actually, because myself, I thought, who wants to live in Mowe? I mean, that used to be my thought back then, about 4 or 5 years ago. But it became a reality that dawned on me when a friend of mine who came from Canada. Okay, and this was barely some years ago. That was about 7 years ago. We were called to come and buy property at Arepo, which was about an acre of land. Nobody wanted to buy it at the time, because we were like, who wants to live in Arepo? That was the same thought. That was the same thing. We said, who wants to live in Arepo? And then we bought the 1 acre for barely, if I can still recall, we bought the 1 acre, that's 6 plots, for about barely 15 to 70 million at the time. Now, a plot of land in Arepo is about 50 million.
I'm an actor and also an entrepreneur. I am honored to be part of Silver Castle Properties, and I'm here with full energy. Did I go out go? Please celebrate that.
Both in Lagos and even outside of Lagos. So I would wonder if anyone who actually knows the importance of property investment doesn't have one or two plots along that axis. Because come to think of it, anywhere you want to go to, you can easily access it from that particular place. You want to go to the north, you want to go to the southeast, south, you can easily move from there. You want to drive back into Lagos, it's something that is easy to do from there. So those are one of the things we considered before having to invest our money into that axis. Also, you can see what our layout looks like. Movements around the estate. We have very good accessible road in between. It might be a little bit unclear, but the block A and block B are what we allocate for our own development, while we'll be selling block C and block D off plan for persons who want to develop their own structures. And also we are lovers of greenery. We love plantation a lot. We love trees, we love flowers. So we have dedicated quite some space in the estate for plantations, trees. So if you come to the estate, you will see quite a lot of greenery, trees everywhere. And also, we also dedicate some space for recreational activities. There will be a gym center. There will be a children playground. Also, we have a plot, a whole plot, dedicated for basketball court and other sporting activities. So, like I earlier said, we have come into the real estate sector to clear the doubts that people usually have about other players in the sector, because I think a lot of people have been deceived in the past when it comes to what they buy and not what they get. That has been the practice. So we know there are several players in the industry that does this, but you can always take our word to the bank. If we tell you it's A, it's A. And if it is B, just know that it's B. So all what we have planned towards developing 41 gardens are things that are already on ground. And starting January, sport court who can experience ultimate lifestyle and flexibility in 41 gardens. So how do you get started? Well, I mean, the only way you can get started is paying your invoice, and a subscription form will be made available for you. So you can relax while we handle every other thing. Yeah, so I think I mentioned this earlier that you can start development on your plot of land once payment is acknowledged. So payment plans, we have very flexible payment plans of up to 6 months. But usually in this kind of payment plan, there is usually a bit of an additional
and you still extend to Ilaro. So I can give every assurance of that. I'm going there right now. What's the difference? Anyway, let's everybody join us together and make a proper guidance for 41 guidance, and they should come invest their money with them.
Again, because this business of real estate, I met somebody before I know CEO of Silver Castle. That man is a very young vibrant man. And then he was just doing things marvelously, magically. I'm always like, so as of as you do not there go, But later when I found to get to know that it's into real estate business, I'm like, should we go real estate? But to God be the glory, I've been sniffing so deep. I get to know like it's even more than we go. When you invest your money on property generally, just go and sleep. When you wake up and you make up your mind, you want to give it out, you're actually earning more than what you invested in it. And that's just the guarantee. To now,
Please put your hands together. Start celebrating in advance. As we have 2 years of KG. Please celebrate.